Everyone, in this video I will review the Chieftain prototype, which is a tier 9 British premium heavy tank. So this tank will be available in a loot box event, and that's how you can get this tank. So let's continue the review with the crew of this tank. We have here 4 crew members: commander, gunner, driver, and loader. Now the gun, let's talk about the gun of this tank. We have here a 120mm caliber gun, which means you will have overmatching problems. You can't pen the STRV, tier 9, 10, and so many other things. You can't overmatch because you don't have 122mm caliber gun at least, and you have both ammunition type is APCR, no, not AP, and you don't have heat. So let's continue now with this review. The alpha damage of this gun is 400, which can high roll up to 500. And the DPM of this tank is 2000. Now 2000 is a low DPM, but this means we have 11.5 seconds for 400 alpha damage, which is acceptable. The accuracy of this gun, here we have 0.5 dispersion value and aim time 2.6 seconds. 0.5 dispersion value, it's okay, not bad, not terrible, and not accurate. The aim time is long, feels long. I would like to see here 2.1 second, but the good thing is 10 degree gun depression, and this tank is all about the 10 degree gun depression. The gun traverse speed 28 degree. The defender has 26 degree, so this means this tank turns his turret faster by 2 degree than the defender. The HP of this tank is 1.8k. The armor I will check at the end of the video. This tank weighs in 50 tons with a 780 horsepower, which means we have here a 40 km/h forward speed and reverse speed is 13. Now this tank will push this tank. The engine will push this tank at 40 km/h all the time, but on soft terrain you will go with 28 km/h forward speed, but this is really good speed. So the camo, obviously heavy tank camo value, view range 390 meters, which is really good. Let's go now and configure this tank. So first let's go to the field modifications, because we have here field modifications. And let's select this to maintain our speed on all terrain types. So we have this modification to make the gun more accurate, but we will have longer aim time, which is not a good thing. With this quicker aim time, but 0.37 bad dispersion value, so I will not select here anything, but I will select this to have better view range, or we can select this, but this will reduce the view range of this tank, but it will give you some extra protection against the artillery. So let's select this, and with this you can actually boost reverse speed, but you will get minus 10% of the turret reverse speed, so your gun will turn slower, your turret will turn slower. So but with this you can get even more, plus 10% to the turret reverse speed, so your turret will turn fast for vehicles with stationary cabins. But you will get minus 2 km/h reverse speed, so I will not select anything because we need that reverse speed. So let's leave like this because this is the best. Now let's select all the good crew skills what we can have for a heavy tank here. Obviously camo paint on a tank, why not? Extra food, and let's select the extra repair kit to see how quick we will repair the tracks. Now we have here first slot is mobility, second slot is mobility and firepower. Obviously everybody will go with mobility because everybody will use a turbo on the Chieftain, because it is a tier 9 Chieftain, so it's almost the same as tier 10 Chieftain, so you need the turbo definitely. Here first slot, let's go. HP boost is amazing, and here we can have this, or you can have a stabilizer. Let's go with this, but the gun, yeah, stabilizer definitely will be needed. Therefore, maybe you can drop this and get here ventilation. You can have combinations, but yeah, this is a really good combination. This, and obviously the DPM. So let's continue. Let's review the ammunition loadout. We have here basic APCR ammunition with 262mm of base penetration value, really high. Shot speed 1150 meters per sec. Standard APCR speed is fast and is cheap, only 1k for one shot. Now the gold ammunition, which has 310mm of base penetration value, which is not that great. Here could be higher definitely, and the shot speed is 1350 meters per sec, definitely really fast. And yeah, it's a bit expensive, 4.8k credits for only a 400 alpha damage ammo. Yeah, it's expensive. Now the HE, we have here hash ammunition types with 120mm base penetration value, amazing, and 644 the max alpha damage high roll. The speed is 1067 meters per sec. It's not bad for an HE shell. That's good. I mean, we can consider this as fast for an HE shell. Hash shell, definitely. Let's review now the sets of this tank. With this modification, we have here 2.4k DPM. The DPM is still low on this tank, but this means we have 9.7 second reload for 400 alpha damage, which is definitely feels quick. So 9.7 second for this alpha damage is just nothing. Really, really good. We have here aim time 2.4 second. The aim time is still long. Dispersion value 0.33. Now the gun comes to be accurate gun, but it's still not 0.32 or 0.3. So keep this in mind. This gun is not that accurate. So let's continue here. HP 2040, amazing with the HP boost, and the speed 45 km/h for speed, reverse speed in 16. The speed is definitely good, and if you have a Bond turbo, you can have here the Bond turbo, and here you can have definitely. So first, if you have Bond turbo, you don't need this slot, the mobility slot. And we have here the firepower, so you select this here the firepower, and here you will select the Bond turbo if you have one. Yes, we have one. So the Bond turbo here, 46 km/h for speed, reverse 17, really amazing. We have the rammer here and the HP boost here. Now we have even more DPM, 2.5k DPM, which means 9.5 seconds for 400 alpha damage. This is amazing. The speed, amazing also. Everything is amazing about this tank. View range 454 meters. View range, we don't even have any view range equipment, but this is amazing. Everything is amazing about this tank. So let's go now and check the armor profile. So we have here the Chieftain, tier 9 Chieftain, a lower plate 130mm, upper plate 180, here unpenetrable auto ricochet, here in the turret in 470, here 332. So the gun is actually thicker than the actual turret, which is really amazing and outstanding. Here we have 340, that's 350 meters, yeah, 350. So there is definitely a no weak spot on this turret. But other than that, on the top we have a cupola with 160mm of, actually here 216, 160, and 167. So yeah, really, but in a hold down position you will not be able to see this. Let's get hold down position. So this is your point of view. This is what you will see when the Chieftain peeks you like this. Yeah, the cupola is a bit visible. I mean, you need to have really good luck and good RNG to hit this. When especially this is an aggressive Chieftain, he will peek quick and he will pull back his tank quick. So you will have no time to aim this. Come on, let's be real. So. But let's switch here to APCR 310mm. The weak spot of this tank here in hold down position is the lower side, left side, right side of the below the gun here. Let's switch to visual to see better. Below the gun mantlets, as you can see, these triangles here, these are the weak spots of this tank. Here we have around 300. Let's pull back like this. 305mm. So with heat, definitely 340 heat you can pen this, and this is the weak spot of the tier 10 Chieftain as well. Here when he's in hold down position, this is a weak spot. That's it. But other than that, it's just unpenetrable. Let's switch back to live here and let's check this tank in side scraping position. This can't. The tank can't side scrape because we have a weak turret ring here, and here you will be ammo wrecked quickly, and here is just not meant for side scraping positions, only in hold down position. Let's go to the left side of this tank. Here we have from the front in the turret even 500. 500. This is just outstanding. This is crazy. 500 meters, even 700. But here 130 here and the back, and 130, 24 in the hall, around 150. Here 90, 70, and 75, below the track 68 and 67, but we have side skirt protection against HE shells and even heat hash ammunition types. Keep this in mind. So don't shoot here, shoot above, not below. Let's go to the rear side of this tank. Here 35 actually weak, here 35 weak. And let's switch to HE. We have 120 meters of HE penetration value. As you can see, you can pan here in the gun mantlet from this side, but not from the other side. Here you can pan here, the cupola from the side. The turret is not, but the hull definitely you can pan here, here, here. So really, let's go back to this tank. Really amazing thing. This tank will just, I mean, if you can buy the loot boxes and you will open this tank, you can definitely, this tank will break the game. If this tank meets, it's a tier 9 tank. If you meet tier 7 or 8 tanks, you will just destroy them for them. And even tier 10, you need here to pan 305 plus millimeter to pan this, but there is a chance obviously you can pan in hold down position. Other than that, it's good. 47 km/h with a bound turbo, good HP. The gun is not that accurate. Obviously it's like the tier 10 Chieftain gun. Even with stabilizer and even with improvements, the gun is still missing the shots like this. That's it. Other than that, it's amazing tank. Thank you guys for watching.